Hello everyone, welcome back to Pably. So in today's video we will understand how to collect payments from Google Forms. So here let's say that I'm managing digital courses and I'm using Razorpay as a payment gateway. So by using Google Forms, I have created a form which consists of the courses that I offer. So I've shared this Google form amongst the student community as well. So here my objective is that whenever a student is going to submit this form, then I want to send a payment link to the student for the selected course. So now to do this, I need to set up a connection between these two applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pably Connect. So Pably Connect follows the concept of trigger and action. So here to do this, my trigger application will be Google Forms and my action application will be Razorpay. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to collect payments from Google Forms. So here let's say that I'm managing digital courses and I'm using Razorpay as a payment gateway. So by using Google Forms, I have created a form which consists of the courses that I offer, and I've shared this form amongst the student community as well. So here my objective is that whenever a student is going to submit this form, then I want to send a payment link for the selected course. So now to begin with this automation, I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pably Connect. So this here is the landing page, and in order to reach here, you just have to type in pably.com/connect in your browser. So here you can see I've got two options. One is of sign in and the other one is of sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, you can simply sign in. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pably. So here I will go to Pably Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as how to collect payments from Google Forms. On my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Google Forms to Razorpay automation, and now I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I've arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pably Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow, you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is how to collect payments from Google Forms. So as I've mentioned that by using Google Forms, I have created this form, and as per the course that has been selected by the student during the form submission, I want to send the payment link accordingly for that course. So now in order to automate this entire process, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for Google Forms as my trigger application. Here it is. And the trigger event will be new response received. So this trigger will start working whenever a form will be submitted, and the response of this Google Form submission will be added in a new row in a Google Sheet. So firstly, I'm going to select the trigger event. So now moving to my action window, as I want to send a link to that student. So as I've already mentioned that I'm using Razorpay as a payment gateway. So over here, I'm going to search for Razorpay as my action application, and the action event will be to create a payment link. So as you can see that as I've selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So to begin with this automation, firstly, I need to establish a connection between Google Forms and Pably Connect. So here you can see that a webhook URL is given, and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect Google Forms with Pably Connect. So now I'm going to take you to the Google form which I've created. So over here, this is the Google form that I've created. It says, after you fill out this form, you will receive a payment link on your given email address within 1 hour. So over here, these are the questions that I've asked, and over here, these are the courses which I am offering. So you can see I have mentioned 3 courses over here. So now in order to establish a connection, I need to go to responses, and I need to connect this Google form with the Google Sheets. So over here, I'm going to link this Google form with Google Sheets. So here's the Google Sheet name, Shop Mitzi Form Responses. I'm going to click on create. So here you can see that this Google Sheet is successfully linked with this Google form. So now what I'm going to do is, in order to get the details over here in this Google Sheet, I need to establish a connection. So I need to go to extensions. Now I need to go to Pably Connect Webhooks. So if you don't have this extension, you can simply go to add-ons, go to get add-ons. And over here, you just have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Here it is. So as you can see that I have already installed this extension. So it says installed. You also have to follow the same process in order to build a connection. So I'm going to close this. I will go to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now I will go to initial setup. So here in initial setup, it says the webhook URL will be set up on the below selected sheet, that is form responses 1. So here you can see the sheet name and it is selected over here. So now moving to the webhook URL. So for this, I will take you to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to copy the webhook URL and over here, I'm going to paste it. So now moving to the trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So over here, you can see that F is the final column. So over here, F will be my trigger column. So once I've done that, now I'm going to click on submit. And here you can see that the setup has been configured successfully. That means this Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect is connected. But before moving ahead, I will go to extensions once again, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here I'm going to click on send on event. So by clicking on send on event, I'm going to make sure that every time I'm going to receive a new response through Google Forms, then automatically the form details should be sent to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on send on event. So once that is done, it is an important step to refresh this page. So I've refreshed this page and now moving ahead. So now I'm going to do a form submission. So as I've connected this Google form with this Google Sheet and this Google Sheet is connected with Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to do a test submission and I've already filled in the details in this form. You can see the name, email, phone number, address, which product you would like to buy. So over here, I've selected this course, that is Automation and AI course. It is of 999 rupees. So now I'm going to do a form submission, but let me take you to Pabbly Connect as well first. So here you can see it is waiting for webhook response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded in the webhook response. So as I'm going to submit this form, then automatically the details of this form submission would have been added in a Google Sheet. And once it is added in the Google Sheet, so these same details would have been sent to Pabbly Connect. So over here, just now you can see I have received the response. So over here in the response, it says, which product would you like to buy? So over here, you can see the course name and the amount. You can see the trigger column, timestamp, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, phone number, name, email, and the address. That means the form submission which I have just done. So the details of that form submission is successfully captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So the first step of this automation is setup. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Google Forms, then automatically the response of that form submission will get captured in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as over here in Pabbly Connect, I have got the form response details. So now I want to create a payment link and send it to the student. So in order to do that, I need to establish a connection between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect. I'm going to click on connect. And here to add a new connection, I need to mention the key ID and the key secret. So over here, you can see that the instructions has been given. So read it carefully because this will help you to get the key ID and the key secret. So now I'm going to take you to my Razorpay account. So over here, this is the dashboard. Over here, I will go to account and settings. So now I will go to API keys. So over here it says you are in test mode, so only test data is shown. So as I'm in test mode, I'm going to regenerate the test key. And over here, I'm going to deactivate the old key and I'm going to confirm. So over here, a new key has been generated. This here is the key ID. So I'm just going to copy the key ID. I'm going to paste it over here. Moving to the key secret. So here I've mentioned the key secret as well. So now I'm going to click on save. And here you can see that Razorpay and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to the amount field. So over here to mention the amount, I'm going to use a method that is called as mapping. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received the response from Google Forms, so that is why over here in the amount field, I'm going to map the amount. But as you can see that in the response we have received, the amount is mentioned over here along with the product name. So we are going to use lookup to look up for this product. So over here, I'm going to search for the lookup table. And over here, I'm going to select the action event. And now I'm going to click on connect. So by using lookup table, we are going to look up for the value of this product. That is the amount of the product. So here from the response received, I'm going to map this. Once I've done that, now I need to mention the label. So now moving to the label and the value. So as over here, I have mentioned about the 3 products. So that is why over here in the label and the value field, I'm going to mention the details of all the 3 products. So over here in the label, I have mentioned the name of the course that is mentioned in the exact same manner in the Google form. And over here, I have mentioned the value. So by using lookup key, we are going to look up for this course. So now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the response, and over here is a positive response. You can see the status is success. So we have successfully looked up for this course, that was automation and AI course. And over here you can see the value, and over here you can see the amount as well. So over here in this Razorpay action window, I'm going to map the amount. So I'm going to map the amount. Once I've done that, moving to the currency field. So over here, the currency will be of INR. You can click on this hyperlink to check the list of the supported currencies. So now moving to the description. Here I'm going to mention the description as payment link for, and after for, I'm going to map this course name along with the price. So once I've done that, now moving to the name and the email contact field. So again, from the response received, I'm going to map the name. Now I'm going to map the email. Here it is. And now I'm going to map the contact. This here is the contact. So scrolling down, now I need to mention the expire. That means I need to mention that at what time the link will get expired. So here the note says timestamp must be at least 30 minutes in future. So now what I'm going to do is, in order to mention the timestamp as in the response which we have received, so this here is the timestamp, but it does not follow the format which is required over here in this field. So we are going to add an action step over here. So we are going to use datetime formatter by Pabbly to modify the current date. So over here, I'm going to search for datetime formatter by Pabbly, and the action event will be modify current date. So by using this feature, we can add a time duration of 30 minutes extra. That means it says that it should be ahead of 30 minutes in future. So over here, I'm going to select the date format as timestamp from the drop down, and I'm going to select the time zone as Asia/Kolkata. Now moving to the operation, that will be of add, because I want to add a value of 1 hour. So I'm going to mention all of these details. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So over here in the response received, I've got the exact value as required in the field of Razorpay. So over here in this field, I'm going to map the timestamp. So once I've done that, and I've made sure that the timestamp is at least of 1 hour ahead in the future. So now moving to the SMS notify and the email notify. So I want Razorpay to send the SMS, and I want Razorpay to send the email to the students. So if you want to send the email from your end as well, so you can just select this option and do that. But as of now, I want that Razorpay should send the SMS and the email. So as you can see that I have mapped the details in these fields. So this method of mapping is important so that every time I'm going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as you can see that I have mapped the details, but now moving to the amount field once again. So over here it says amount must be in the smallest unit of the currency. For example, pass 1000 for 10. So in order to follow this instruction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to this lookup table. And over here, as per the instruction, I'm going to mention 2 extra zeros so that we can get the actual response of the amount, and the link could be sent accordingly. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And over here it is done. Moving to the Razorpay action window, I'm going to map it once again. And over here it is, I've mapped it. So once I've mentioned the amount as per the instruction that is given over here. So now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the response, and this here is a positive response. That means a payment link would have been sent to the student. So I'm going to show you the payment link as well. So over here you can see the description, that is payment link for automation and AI course, rupees 999. Over here the email status is sent. So now I'm going to show you the email. So here you can see that a payment link has been successfully sent. So here you can see it goes as payment link for automation and AI course, rupees 999. It is issued to dummy user. Here you can see the phone number and the email address. And here this link will expire on May 14th, 2024 at 1 p.m. And over here you can see the amount payable as well. So as a student is going to proceed to pay, then it will redirect to the payment page. So over here by adding the details, let's say I'm going to add a dummy phone number. I'm going to click on proceed. So over here, different type of payment methods are also given. So as the student is going to make the payment for this course, then the student can make the purchase for the same. So this automation was a successful one. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new response through Google Forms, then automatically a payment link will be sent to that student. So as I've already mentioned that by using Google Forms, I have created a form which consists of the courses which I have offered. So my objective was that whenever a student is going to submit this form, then accordingly as per the course selected, I want to send a payment link to that student. So as I'm using Razorpay as my payment gateway, so by using that, I'm going to send a payment link to that student via email. So over here, you can see that this here is the email that has been sent. And after clicking on the proceed to pay button, the student can make the final payment and get this course. So this automation was a successful one. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications and create amazing automations by using Pabbly Connect. So you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can write us to https://forum.pabbly.com, and for pricing related issues, you can visit this link. So you can create a lot more automations by using Pabbly Connect, and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more